So
Is it visible?
let me yes, okay, but give me 1 second.
Yes, yes.
I want to see the big screen. I changing. Now, please share one more. I changed my
Okay.
monitor. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay.
the
If
laptop
you're
was.
having only Okay, okay. So if you are having two screens, then one screen will be my screen and another screen you can open yours. But if you are having only one screen, that means you are just having your laptop. What you can do, you can divide your screen into two parts, one with my screen and another with your screen. So that parallelly, if you want to do something, any like practical, then you can do, right?
Yeah, I have a monitor, so
Oh,
I
that's
have to.
great then.
Yes, when I move to the monitor, it stops screening, so that's why. Every time you will,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I also have two screens.
Okay.
So I'm sharing my screen again. I may take water breaks in every 5 minutes today.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yep. So, yep. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So we are on third module, that is designing integration solution with the Mule application. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be related to the Mule event, Mule message variables, which we already covered, right?
Yeah.
We know that we are having Mule event. Inside that Mule message will be there, which will include
Mm-hmm.
attributes and payload. And Mule event second part is your variables. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So at the end of this module, you will be able to identify how Mule application components are typically used to implement the integration. That means we will be studying about all the components of the Mule application. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So while we develop any Mule application here, like your project, then what all components are there? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing is apply Mule application components and capabilities to range over use cases. Okay. First we will get to know what all components are there, then how to use them. What are their usage? Okay. Next
Yeah.
thing is summarize how class loading isolation is implemented in Mule runtimes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in Java, what we have whenever your Java program is executed, what it does, it will pick up the Java classes. This class loader will pick up the Java classes and load that to your JVM. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing will happen in the Mule runtimes. Why? Because that is also built on Java. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the first slide. That is how Mule 4 progress through event processors in the Mule application. Okay. So in the last class also we discussed that whatever is on the left hand side of the flow, the first part, this is the source, and the other than the source, all are event processors, because your
Mm-hmm.
Mule event will be processed by those processors, right? Those
Mm-hmm.
connectors. Okay. So flows always function synchronously. Okay. So flow, you know that it will always work synchronously. First, this connector will be executed, then the second one, then third one, then the fourth one. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it says that each event processor always outputs the mule event, okay, which might be same as the input mule event. Okay. So let's say we receive one mule event in this request connector. Okay, mule event. What
Mm-hmm.
is mule event? What is mule event, John?
Oh, you asking me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. I
Who
thought
else is there?
you okay, okay, okay. Sometimes I was trying to concentrate,
Yeah.
listen. So Mule event, we have like three parts.
Mhm.
The Mule, like the project, what we discussed last time, payload, attribute, and the additional variable. Those all the inside the Mule event to describe how we're going to integrate our design. So
Yes.
and Yeah, that is what Mule event includes.
Yes, Mule event is like your payload plus attributes plus your variable. That's it. These three
Mhm,
things. Or you can
mhm.
just say like mule message plus variables, because mule message is equal to your payload and your attribute, right?
Okay.
So it says that sometimes when we receive the mule event in this connector, in this event processor, sometimes the
Mhm,
output will also be the same, right? Let's say you are having a logger instead of
okay.
request connector, right? So whatever
Mhm.
is the input, output will be the same, right?
Okay.
But sometimes it processes, it changes the mule event. Okay. So in the request
Mhm.
connector, your mule event will be updated. It will be changed, right? The
Oh,
payload
yep,
will
yep.
get changed. Your everything will get changed. Okay. So this is the same thing, and some connector operations such as async copy the mule event for the current processing. Okay. Now
Mhm.
see what we were saying, that these let's say, let's not have only one, let's have others also, so that it will be easier for you to understand. Let's say transform messages there. Yeah, yeah, take care. And let's say there is one more request connector. Request connector is there. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's say this is our flow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So in this flow, you can see there are two request connector and one transform message. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And let me add one logger as well. So whenever you will receive the mule event here, it will get updated. But when it passes through here, it will remain same. When from here, it will be updated again. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
Correct.
this process is synchronous, right? What if I want to make it asynchronous? That means I want this connector to run, but
Mm.
I don't want to wait for the response. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It will be like, let me open the paint. Here's my paint. Okay. In my office also, I was giving trainings.
Okay. Okay.
uh,
That's good.
yeah. So, yep. So let's say you are having one processor here, okay, and you are calling this processor connector. This is a connector, and you are calling this connector, and you don't want to wait for the response. So, what you can do, let's say it was synchronous, that means there was only one thread, right?
Yes.
That was working on whole flow. So, what you can do, you can create a box that is called async scope. Async
Oh, okay.
scope. Okay. So you can add this connector inside the async scope. What it will do, it will divide your threads into two now.
Oh,
So one thread will work on this here, async one. Okay.
uh-huh.
And another thread goes on.
Mhm.
Okay. So it will not wait for the response of this one, because these are
Okay.
now distributed.
Oh,
Okay. So let's say whenever you get the request on this like on this listener, you want to send one notification to the customer. Other than that, you
mhm.
want to do some processing. Okay.
Mm.
So what you can do, you can add this notification thing inside the async scope. Okay. That means
Okay.
you don't
Okay.
want to wait that the notification is being sent to the customer or not. You just want to do the processing of the message. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the work of your async scope. You can find it here. Async.
Okay.
This one. Okay. You can add it
Mhm.
here. Okay. So in this, we are having maximum concurrency. Okay. Let's say these are here. You want to have not one thread. You want multiple threads to work. So you can define the maximum concurrency as well. Clear?
I'm sorry, I have a question. So when we are using in asynchronous, you
Hmm.
say like we are using multi-thread.
Hmm.
So uh, when you come to maximum concurrency,
Hmm.
what do you mean? Like you define the thread? How are we going to do that? Like, do you know my
Okay.
question? So, yeah.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So it will be like, for now, I divided into two threads, one and two. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But is in async scope, let's say you have something, okay, and you want multiple threads to work together on that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So rather than dividing it into the two, that sync one will remain same. Okay. But
Okay.
this one
Yeah.
will get distributed again. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Maximum
Uh-huh.
concurrency will be parallelly how many threads can be run inside this async scope. Okay.
Okay.
Because for now you are just defining only one thread, right? But let's
Oh,
say
okay.
inside that you are having parallel for. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, shit. The recording was off. Oh
Oh,
shit.
oh, you were
Today's
recording.
session was so useful and the recording was off.
Oh, I don't. I didn't see it. Like, oh, it's already
Mm,
there. 20 minutes. No.
yeah, I just enabled it again. Oh, shit. Because I just checked that 2 hours are up and I saw the recording. It says 20 minutes.
Oh, you
Okay.
okay? You okay?
Let's let's go for half an hour more or 15 minutes more. Okay. Then we can
Okay.
wrap
Okay.
up. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So basic data weave you can study from there. And
Mm-hmm.
if you want to learn more data weave, then you can go through the data weave course as well. Okay. On the
Yeah.
training.mulesoft.com, there is one course for data weave also. Okay.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can check for that. And then review the tutorials. Yes, you can directly review the tutorials from here. And for the modules and other things, I have already told you the best thing is here. No need
Okay.
to go for another documentation and all. It's everything is here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the next thing is this one, how the errors are being generated. Error handling, like I think you are good with the error handling. We can cover this quickly,
Okay.
right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So error handling, how these errors are being handled. So you know that you can do the raise error when customize error you want to raise, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Raise error is there. Okay. And for error handling, there is one default error handler that you can create. Okay. You can create one file, the doctors. Let me show you. I created one. When I was giving session for error handling only, I created this doctors.
Mm.
So this will be helpful. Okay. So what you can do, you can create one extra file in that. What you can do, you can select a global error handler from here. Sorry, error handler. See, error handler is here. You can add a error handler. Inside that, you can have multiple on error continue or multiple on error propagate as per the requirement. Let's say for on error propagate for HTTP related errors. So rather than adding it any, you can add all the HTTP errors are here. Okay.
Okay.
And for on error continue, let's say other types of errors you want to add, then you can add any, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is like global error handler, and how to use that in your project. Go to the global elements, select it out, go for the configuration.
Mm-hmm.
This one, the first one. Okay, it says default error handler. Choose the file, this one. Okay, then select it
Okay.
out. That's it. Okay, so go back. This is your application level error handling. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
so flow level error handling, let me tell you that. Mhm. Okay, it got hanged. Yep. Flow level error handling is whenever you are having a flow, not a subflow. Okay. Flow. always flow, always flow or
Okay.
private flow. So if you are having error handling here, that means if you mentioned it here, then it will be used. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
let's say you have defined the error handling for Salesforce here. Okay.
Okay.
But error was there for the HTTP. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that it is not being handled, that HTTP one, right? Then
Okay.
in that case, it will not go to the global error handler.
Okay.
It
Okay.
will not go to the global error handler. Let me tell you the hierarchy, how it works. Okay. So let's say this is your flow. Okay. This is your global error handler. Flow. And this is your
Mm-hmm.
global error handler.
Okay.
Let's say in this flow, you have defined error handling.
Okay.
Error handling. EH. Sorry. Okay. So let's say you have defined the error handling in this flow for Salesforce.
Okay.
Salesforce type of errors, SF errors.
Mhm. Okay.
But you haven't defined any thing for HTTP. But in global error handler, the error handling is done for, let's say, any type of error,
Okay.
no matter it is HTTP and anything. Okay. And in the configuration, in the global element configuration, you set default error handler as the global error handler.
Okay.
Okay. And you got one failure that is related to HTTP.
Okay.
If you have defined something in flow error handling, then it will search here. Okay. And if
Mm-hmm.
it will not be able to find this one, okay, then it will go for default one. Default means mule error handling,
Okay.
not this
Okay.
one. It will not go here. Okay. But let's say if you're having one flow, okay, this is one
Mm-hmm.
flow where it you haven't defined error handling. There is no error handling, flow level error handling. And this
Mm-hmm.
got failed due to HTTP error.
Okay.
Then it will go here.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you defined and the thing is here, well and good. If not there, then default mule
Mhm.
error handling will be done. But if you haven't defined, then your this thing will be used. That means global error handler. Clear?
Got it. Yep. Clear.
Okay. And if you are having a try block here, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
then this one will be used. Okay.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Correct.
Okay. So let's go back and then the terms come on error propagate and on error continue. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For that also, I also want to explain you with the example. Here's my paint. Okay. So this is one flow.
Mm-hmm.
This is another flow. There are five connectors. There are three connectors here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a flow reference. Okay. You are calling this flow. You are calling this flow from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is a main flow. That means this is a listener. Right. This is a
Okay.
source and these are event processes. So from the flow reference, you are calling this flow. This is F1. This is F2. This is SF. Let's say. Okay. SF1
Mm-hmm.
subflow. So you are calling this flow, okay, and not flow, sorry, let's say flow only, not subflow. Okay, let's say we will be having some error handling here, right? So you are calling this one. Clear?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now you are having one logger here.
Okay.
Okay. And in this logger, you are printing hi. Okay. And
Okay.
you are having one logger here as well. Here you are printing hello.
Okay.
Yep. So let's say you are having error handling here. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's say this connector got failed.
Okay.
Okay. And in this error handling, I am having on error continue.
Okay.
So in the logs, what will be printed?
So the flow is continue. So
Hmm.
if it is on error propagate, it's going to stop the flow. But when we continue the flow.
Hmm.
So
Then
even
what will
one
be printed? What will be
I'm
printed
sorry,
here in the logs? What will be printed in the logs?
the log what we get.
Uh, See, yeah, here we are having one logger which says hello. Here we are
Mm,
having one logger in the main flow which says hi. Okay. And this is a flow reference which is calling this flow, the second flow, right? And here this got failed in the second connector, this one. Okay.
yeah.
And here we are having error handling on error continue. So in logs, what will be printed? Hi, hello, whatever.
Hi,
Like
hi,
what?
hi.
Yes. Hello will not be printed.
It's already the flow is you say like we can't continue the second flow because
Mhm.
it's disconnect already. Is we get error.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Okay. So either it is on error continue or on error propagate. Okay. That flow will stop. That particular flow will stop. But in on error continue, it will send 200 OK to
Yes.
the parent.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
on error propagate will send the error message, the error, okay,
Okay.
to the parent. So in this case, both will stop, right? Both will stop here only. They will not go ahead. But
Yeah.
this on error propagate will say I was successful. Sorry, on error continue will say I was
Mm-hmm.
successful, but on error propagate will say I got failed. So in on error continue, this high will be printed, but in on error
Mm-hmm.
propagate, since it will say I got failed, so flow will stop here only. Nothing will be printed in the logs.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So this is related to the on error continue and on error propagate. Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So on error continue within the transaction. Okay. So tomorrow I will be explaining you, not tomorrow, sorry. In the next class, I will be explaining you transaction first. Then I will come back to this point. Okay. First, you need
Oh,
to be aware of what is transaction. Then only I think this should be covered. And there is one module that is totally based on transaction. Okay.
okay.
So we
Okay.
can cover that out. We can finish that out as soon as possible.
Okay.
Tomorrow, not tomorrow, sorry. Again, I was saying tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever will be the second class, I will be finishing the module 3. Okay. I will finish
Okay.
this module 3 and I will like do half of module 4 as well.
Okay. Okay. Do we have like weekend class this week or uh, weekday? I mean.
Weekend classes will be there, and if you want weekdays classes, just let me know. At the
I
same
mean
time, I
for
will be
makeup
available.
for the if we have makeup time class. So for example, yesterday we didn't connect like that.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
or
yes. That we can do. Same time, I can be available, but you need to confirm like you will be available or not. Like based on that,
But
based on
morning I
our
have a
understanding, we
class.
can.
Yeah, I have a work, so usually this
Okay.
morning time. Yeah, for weekdays I usually work. So especially I have a meeting, blah blah. So
Okay. So at
and
what time you could be available?
yeah, so like for you, I think for your morning or night time. No, your
You,
night time maybe. Yeah,
yes, my nighttime. No, 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 no. I will not be able to extend this much because here it's already 10:46. 10:46
yeah.
p.m. That means I need to have a dinner, then I will be able to sleep after 11 and all. That will be too late for me. Right?
How about you?
So,
Okay. Hmm. I
for
mean,
my morning
your
and to
morning time.
y-
Your morning time.
yes.
Early
So,
morning.
yes. And what about your evening? Like, what about your night? What time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For my night time, for you morning time. Yeah, I can do that.
Yes, 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 yes. So, what time? Can you tell me the time?
9 p.m. I'm open. So
9
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yeah,
PST. It is PST
EST.
for you?
EST.
EST. EST. Okay.
Yeah,
EST
yeah,
to IST. I'm very bad at this. Sorry.
yeah. Me too. Yeah,
Oh, 7:30. I go for yoga
yeah.
classes. Okay.
So you can go.
Right.
You can be early if you want, 8 p.m. or after that. I'm open until like between. So,
Uh, Late also, is it fine for you? If I
yeah, yeah,
do it, uh, you are saying 9 p.m. What
yeah.
if I
10,
go for
10.
10:30 p.m.? Is it
Yeah, sure.
fine
I
for you?
can. Yes, yes. For me, yeah.
Okay, 10:30 p.m. we can do that for then.
Okay.
Okay.
10:30 means what time for
On
you?
Wednesday,
Sure.
10:30. Your 10:30. Your 10:30 p.m.
Yes. Okay. Wednesday. Yes. Makes sense.
Yep. Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday will be good. Thursday is good.
Thursday. Okay. Okay.
Thursday, Thursday and Friday we can do because
No,
Saturday,
Friday I
Sunday it will
can't.
be consecutive, right?
Friday. Uh, okay.
Okay,
Friday.
only Thursday. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thursday,
Thursday.
Thursday.
I
Yep.
I'm not making sure for Friday. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay. That
Thursday.
we can decide on Thursday, right?
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So Thursday we can have a class at this time,
All right. Sure.
10:30 p.m.
Yes.
I can write this on like a group also. Just
Okay.
second, so that we both can remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, One class B. Yesterday's class, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday's class we will be adjusting on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
10:30 p.m. I EST, sorry,
Yes.
EST,
Yes.
or for me it will be 9 a.m. IST. Perfect.
Okay.
Yep. So we can do this, we can continue and we can learn more.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.